Hi, this is Greg Anthony with GregWorks Fitness Solutions. Here with me today is Yadira Vera. Yadira Vera is one of my ultimate all-time boot camp personal training all-stars because she has made such incredible progress in just a couple of months that she's been here. And thankfully, she's agreed to do this video testimony. We have her here today. And pretty much, can you tell me how life has changed for you as a result of, coming to GregWorks, your journey? Can you tell me how life has changed?
Well, life has changed a lot in different areas of my life. In fitness, it's changed a lot. I'm a lot stronger. I have a lot more endurance, and we can get into the specifics later, but definitely something that would not have happened had I been doing it by myself. Also for my family as a whole too, because I adopted the eating plan, not just for myself, but I tweaked it for what my family needs too, and they're on board with me. So even in them, I see changes that, were not expected. My son has dropped 10 pounds just on doing the eating habits along with me. And, that was good for him because he was, a child that was almost in obesity too. So I'm pleased with it as a whole.
So can you tell me what type of goals you were looking for before you sat down with me? What kind of goals you expected? What kind of goals you were looking for?
Absolutely. Everybody usually has I want to lose this many pounds. I didn't have a pound. I wanted to achieve to get to a certain size, and I wanted to be fit, and I wanted to feel toned. I wanted to feel comfortable in my own skin. And I think I have already achieved that, and I'm still going. So,
I think you'd have to.
Yeah, I know. That goal is already there, and I'm going to continue working on it so I could get to that specific size that I had put in as my goal. But the fitness part, feeling good about myself, feeling energy, losing joint pain and all that's already gone.
Wow, losing joint pain. Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I used to take Plaquenil, which I have not been taking.
That's awesome. That I didn't know, so I'm glad. I'm glad you told me that. Any other specific goals that you want to elaborate on, but as far as weight or inches or body fat, anything that's changed?
Well, I'll tell you the results that I have. I've lost over 25 inches since I started with GregWorks.
Nice.
I've lost over 9% of my body fat, and that's still going up. And even just within the first month being with GregWorks, I lost 12 pounds. So that's significant. And that was just in the first month. I'm sure if I weigh myself now, I don't weigh myself as often as everybody else does here, because that's not the ultimate goal for me. But I'm sure that it's way over that at this point also.
Wow. Wow. Anything else? How do you feel? People noticing
I feel
difference?
good. People ask me all the time, what are you doing? Why, you look so good. What have you been up to? And there really isn't no more magic formula other than just sticking to the plan. You get it. When you come to GregWorks, you get not just the personal attention from the trainer, but you also get a meal plan. And the meal plan is not just something that you could grab from a book. He asks you, Greg asks you specifically, what do you like to eat? What don't you like to eat? And even for me, I love ice cream. And Greg found a way for me to fit that in just by having, frozen probiotic yogurts. He told me where to get it.
Customizing.
He customized it for me, and he was interested in getting me what I needed. And there's no words for that because you're interested in me as a person, not just as a client, and that's important. You don't want to be viewed as a client.
So I'm guessing nobody has ever sat down with you and take the time to do measurements and discuss nutrition and exercise?
No, and I'll tell you here's the thing. For everybody who's out there, and I don't know if we're allowed to use names, but for everybody who thinks that what Planet Fitness does when they have somebody come with you over paper and then they go over with you and show you how to use machines, that's not personal training. That's not somebody who's actually getting to know you, getting to know your strengths, getting to know, what you can and cannot do, and helping improve it. So you can't compare GregWorks to that. GregWorks has personal attention. They're here. He's here for you. He gets to know you. He knows what's good for you, what's not good for you, what exercises you're doing, and which ones he could push you on. And he's going to get you to where you want to be.
I'm blushing a little bit right now. I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
That was
it's the honest truth, though. And I do tell, when people ask me, what have you been doing? I say, go to GregWorks. I was doing it by myself for a long time. I felt lonely. And I also plateaued. And since I started with GregWorks, I have not plateaued. It's just, more and more every single month, every single time, every single week. It's just more and more.
And you're every trainer's dream because you're actually following what I'm doing.
Yeah, you want results, yeah.
So I'm guessing that your experience in the past with other gyms and trainers and clubs and all these different knockoff fitness programs in the area that hasn't served you well.
No, and I suffered from being obese. I think I'm just overweight now, which is good. That's a very good improvement. And I tried everything. I tried diet pills. I tried diets. I tried different things that you send away for the mail for. I tried Planet Fitness.
Any other clubs in the area?
No, Planet Fitness was the only one. And I did Weight Watchers, which is all good and dandy, but it gets to a point where it's not realistic because you don't want to look at a point system before you eat.
Right.
It's better to learn to eat the right way.
Exactly.
And Greg teaches you that. So I've tried it all until I tried GregWorks, and Greg works.
That's great. I mean, and I was gonna ask you how do you feel about me as a person or as a trainer? If you wanted to add anything, but I think you've pretty much. I'm blushing right now.
I can't even say enough about Greg as a person. First of all, and I wrote this about even on the online review because all my friends all of a sudden they were like, how could you do this? They think that you walk into a room and there's somebody yelling at you like they see on TV, and that's not what it is. I'm gonna actually a couple of weeks ago I had a really bad week, and Greg called and texted me, and he made sure that, you know what, she's having a bad week, I'm going to be there for her. And that is enough for a million words. And that's not something that you're going to get from any advertisement. You're not going to get that from a bottle of pills. You're not going to get that from, any other gym. You're going to get that from somebody who actually cares. And when you put those two things together, somebody who cares and who's actually good at what they do, you can't give it up. I'm
glad the camera is not on me because I'm really blushing right now. Wow. Okay, lost my train of thought. The big question, are you having fun?
I am having fun. I like the fact that with the camp, you're not by yourself. So, I have people that push me and I push them, and that makes it all much better. So definitely I recommend the camp to anybody, and when people ask, that's what I say. And definitely, you work hard. It's not that you're not working hard, but because you have the right people around you feel good about it. And when you leave and you know how much you accomplished, like being able to do a push-up. I never did a push-up before I came here. Being able to run a mile. I never ran a mile, not even when I was in high school. So those are all things that, this is fun.
Well, I definitely, you would have thought I would have paid her to say this.
No pay.
I'm
Your results are good enough. Like the results that you get, that's enough reward. And somebody who's struggled her whole life can appreciate that. And that's where that comes from. It's just genuine appreciation. And that's the truth. And
I'm generally appreciated with that. Was very sweet. And my final question would be, do you have any last words for our viewers or anything?
Don't waste time. Just do it already. You've done everything else. You try everything else and nothing is working for you. You feel desperate. You feel down on yourself. You feel like, you can't do this anymore. Then just try one more thing and let this be your one thing that you try. And I'm telling you, you're not going to go back on it. You're not going to say, this was also a waste. It's not going to be a waste.
Wow.
A lot of people are skeptical. This was not a waste.
I'm touched. I'm very touched. And, okay. I'm very touched. I don't know.
Don't worry about it. And I'm real open. My email is y25irivera@gmail.com. If you guys think I'm fooling or if he's making me say this, I'm not. I'm a real person. These are real results. And this is the real deal. So
I couldn't be more happy with that. I'm touched. And for those of you listening, this is Greg Anthony with GregWorks Fitness Solutions with Yadira. And I am at a loss for words because I am blushing right now. I don't know what to say. For those of you that are watching this, GregWorks Professional Fitness Solutions, over and out.